G'day, this is Gina back again. I've been buying up big time on Amazon of Elvis stuff. Hundreds, probably even thousands of dollars. What better way is there to spend your money? First thing I've got to show you is the TCB necklace. Now this isn't the gold one, the standard gold one. This is black on gold. It was slightly cheaper than some of the other ones. So look, I thought, well, it'll do me. I look forward to wearing that. And then I've got some CD or DVDs? CDs, okay. I'm trying to catch up on the records that I used to have. I used to have all these LPs years ago, as I've said before, on my channel. My first husband, I left all my records with him when we split up. So I'm catching up, and it's really great that some of the LPs now are available on. For this one, for instance, there's 4 LPs, equivalent of LPs, on one CD for $19. So I've been listening to that. Well, I guess you all know what's on them, and I'm rediscovering the Elvis that I lost. I've just loved some of these, but this one in particular, A Date with Elvis. Elvis is back. Elvis for everyone. Elvis for everyone? Everybody? What is it? Something for everybody, yeah. And Potluck. Those particular records, I know when I had them, I'd play them, and I really didn't think too much about them. I thought, oh yeah, that's average. I suppose like everybody, I was sort of stuck on the movies. But now I'm playing them again, and I'm realising how absolutely fantastic Elvis was, his voice, and especially Elvis is back. Some of those tracks are just, oh, wow. Or Fever for a start, and then I'll Be Home Again, Dirty, Dirty Feeling, Soldier Boy, Such a Night. Reconsider, Baby. I mean, pure jazz, pure blues and jazz. He was just brilliant. So I'm really happy with those two. And then I've got this one, which is Elvis, The Wonder of You, for the Philharmonic Orchestra. And I bought this for one track in particular. There's been a bit of, sometimes on YouTube, things pop up. And they pop up sort of over and over again, and you think, well, what are they on about? And there's this song called Just Pretend, and I don't remember hearing that at all. So when I saw it on this CD, I thought, yeah, I'll buy it. Well, the whole CD is absolutely brilliant, really beautiful. So that's the CDs I've got. Then the first book I've got is called The Genuine Elvis, and by Ronnie McDowell, Eddie Hand, and Joe Meader. Now, Ronnie McDowell, you may know, is the guy that sung a song about Elvis, or the King is dead, or the King is gone. But I've been waiting for it. The King is gone, yeah, a tribute. Waiting for it to arrive. I ordered it on Amazon about 3 months ago. Apparently it's pretty hard to get. But this little book, and it is only a little book, a little hardback, and it's different people. You know, they've interviewed different people about Elvis. Family, early family members, and there's a combination of photos of Elvis, some of them quite rare, I think, and paintings. Ronnie McDowell did some beautiful paintings. You know, you might not know, but look at this one, for instance, Clark Gable and Elvis. I think that's absolutely brilliant. He puts famous film stars in situations, and they're really great. So you've got photos, plus paintings, plus there's another one, Elvis and James Dean. A great photo of Elvis, I love that. So some of them I've seen before, some of them are quite rare. And it's an interesting book, different high school friends, family members, DJs that knew Elvis in the early years. Yeah, so it's just chapters, you know, each chapter is written by a different person. So, good little book, very interesting. The next book is by Robert C. Cantwell, who was in the Denver police force. Let me read the back. He was a Golden Glove competitor. Climbed through every rank in the Denver Police Department, became the director of prisons for the Colorado Department of Correction and the director of the Colorado Bureau of Investigation. He was in the force for 48 years. He personally met a long list of famous people, including Elvis. He's told many about the time he was with Elvis and was encouraged to retell his story in a book. So this is his first written account of the time he was with Elvis from 1970 to 1977. And he says up here, this is nice, "The Elvis I knew was a superstar, authentic country gentleman and unprejudiced, that cherished being around those that regarded him as just an ordinary person." And there's photos, quite a lot of photos in it. But the book, it's still bloody cat's meowing in the background. There's copies of newspaper cuttings and things, and pieces. But it's a lovely book. It's one of those books that's been written by someone who had a lot of very high regard for Elvis, and about their personal interactions that you wouldn't normally hear about in the media or other books. It's a very personally written. Oh, God, I get tumbling over my words here, but yeah, well worth reading. Excuse me for a minute. I'm going to shut the bloody cat out. Shut. Oh, it does it. Start to do something, starts meowing. Sorry about that. Okay, my next book is called Elvis Man God by Estelle Hough. Hough, H-O-U-G-H. Now, this book might not appeal to everybody. It appealed to me. I absolutely love it. It's part fantasy. There's a lot of references to, references, so biographies, other books written by about Elvis and memoirs. So she quotes from them quite a lot. And she says here, author's note, you may see that I have been playing devil's advocate in this book, as Elvis would have said. It's to make you think. Everyone is welcome to their own opinions. If you feel you would like to write a sentence about your views of this book, here is the link. And then she's got a link to her website. There's really only one thing that needs to be said here. The only reason you are not mesmerised by Elvis Presley is that because you don't know enough about him. If you are new to Elvis, this book is for you. If you are a long-standing fan, you may be surprised. This book is also for you. Links are provided to YouTube videos, and then she goes on a bit about something else. Script in italics is sometimes based on truth, sometimes fantasy. Expect some hagiography, whatever that is, and spiritual references. They are difficult to avoid when dealing with Elvis. It's books. No, I don't think it's many photos. No, as I said, it's really hard to explain. It's like you're getting into Elvis's brain, into his mind. Yeah, I don't know whether this lady has some sort of spiritual connection, but where are they? Let me see what she say here. Whether you are young, middle-aged or old when reading this, remember that Elvis's lifespan stretched only across the first half of a normal lifespan, and consider what you are or were like at that age. Think how you would have responded to the sudden frenzied adulation at the age of 19, and how you would have carried the responsibilities he carried on his shoulders from an even earlier age and throughout the rest of his life. I can't describe it. It's well worth getting and reading. It's terrific. Next one I got is the Life magazine, Celebration in Pictures. Fabulous book. This is fairly old. Let me see. Took a while to get onto this one. When was it published? 1995, and then reprinted in 2000. So let me see if I can show you as much as I can. Back around with the camera a bit. I love the photo on the front. Beautiful. Yeah, so it is basically photos, but there's a lot of writing as well. A fair bit of writing anyway. Oh, hang on. Sorry about this. As I always say, I'm not a professional photographer, no. I'm not going to turn the pages over like I did with my last one. I'm just going to flip through them because I've got 2 more books here and this is going to take quite a while. So, but this will give you an idea of what it's like. A lot of well-known photos, some not so well-known. So I really don't know whether it is a compilation of all the articles that Life magazine did about Elvis. There's all his, all his album covers, except the budget knockoffs and all the other business, the ones that are coming out now. Yeah. I love these ones of Elvis and Sophie Loren. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. She is gorgeous. He must have really had a good time when she did that. you know, some of the David Worthon photos, they're everywhere, aren't they? Let me see. Yeah, so it's again, it's in chronological order. Oh, look at that, isn't that beautiful? Yeah. Glossy magazine photos. Yeah. So, yeah, good book, worth getting if you can find it. Now this is brilliant. One of the YouTubers, one of our Elvis family of YouTubers, Douglas Hagstrom, presume I've pronounced that right, he left a note on the first video I did of my first lot of Elvis books, and he said his favourite book was Day by Day. And I didn't know what he was talking about. I thought he was referring to one of mine. He said, no, it's another book. And I looked it up, and I had to have it. It's a big, thick, hardback book. And it's by Peter Guralnick and Ernst Jorgensen. Now, I think we all know who Peter Guralnick is, or Guralnick. Ernst Jorgensen is the guy that does the Follow That Dream things. Yeah, records. Records, tapes, videos, yeah, whatever. And the book, it's so unusual. Yeah, lots of photos, but it's written like a diary. It's so unusual. The whole book is dates, and the dates are saying what happened, what Elvis did, or what was happening in his life on those particular days, right through his life. And there's photos, there's newspaper clippings, different photos, some of them big photos, some of them little photos, programs from various shows. Yeah, it's just a fascinating book. I think he writes about, they got all this information. Let me see. One of a kind volume features such unknown details of Elvis's childhood in Tupelo, and all the facts. It's from private moments to public milestones. This is the first complete and accurate chronology of Elvis's life in a form that offers instant accessibility to Elvis, expert and casual reader alike. Elvis Day by Day is an extraordinary piece of American cultural history, bringing the life and times of Elvis Presley into dazzling focus for the record and for the ages. Yeah, they read, let me see. It's a complete account of public, private, rare, forgotten and renowned moments captured with such detail and immediacy they read like diary entries in a life. From first steps to the first time the young hillbilly cat stepped on stage to the last days of a universally known, tragically misunderstood music legend. He's granted unprecedented access to hundreds of thousands of photos, documents, letters and artefacts and memorabilia. So, look, I can understand why Douglas said to me that's his favourite book, because where do you start and stop with favourite books? But really, I think to read it, I'm going to need about a week to read the whole thing. But it's a sort of book you can dip into, especially if you're interested in perhaps one particular era of 1 year or era of Elvis's life, and you can go through, you can read through this. It's like a diary. It's brilliant. I've never seen anything like it. Again, if you can get it, and when was it published? Elvis Day by Day, published in 1999. Well, this is another one they're getting on, and as they get older, they're getting hard to get. But good old Amazon always comes up with it. And finally, look, another one I saw on YouTube. They taught the 68 Comeback Special 50th Anniversary Edition. Wow. Now you've probably seen this being taken out of its cardboard cover. And they've got let's see. They've got the I'll just stand up and focus this a bit differently, I think. There we go. Okay. You open this up, and it's 4 CDs and 5 CDs and 2 Blu-ray discs of the comeback special. Haven't played them yet, but it's supposed to be everything. The original album, let's see. Can you see that? Let me see. Oh, well, the first sit-down show, CD, the CD number 3 is a second sit-down show. CD 4 is the first rehearsal and the second rehearsal. The CD 5 is the Wrecking Crew sessions, the Wrecking Crew being the band that was backing Elvis on that. And the disc, Blu-ray disc 1, this TV special that was originally broadcast, the Black Leather sit-down show 1, 2, the Leather stand-up show 1 and 2, with the dates, and then the Blu-ray disc 2, Trouble Guitar Man TV show opener, all takes and raw components, If I Can Dream, Ha 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 promo, ha, Elvis closing credits, If I Can Dream special music video, gospel production number, Guitar Man production, Blu-ray special features. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. And this piece of cardboard was actually on the outside of the cover. But then they've got a book. Now, I was a bit doubtful about this because I've got the Steve Binder book, the hardback book on the special that he wrote, and I thought maybe this is a repeat of that book, but it's not. It's quite different. Story, Raw Playful and set. 192 page commemorative volume. So it's not just by Steve Binder, it's sort of by different people. It's hard to flip through, but I'll do my best. Yeah, great photos, glossy. A date, a chronological thing of how it all came to be. But honestly, these books just get better and better, don't they? Some people are making a lot of money, but then again, they're giving the fans what they wanted. What they want, I should say. And especially with so many new fans around. People like me, and obviously some of our YouTube friends, we've followed Elvis almost since the beginning, since 1960, not quite the beginning, but almost. And we have a lot of this stuff. We have a lot of these. We have the records and we have the books and the photos. But they're just bringing out more. They're just, finding more stuff. And it's just amazing. So that's, that's that guy. Who's that? Bodfinkel stage manages the audience and musicians prior to Elvis's arrival. Okay. No. Yeah. Beautiful photos. Beautiful. And the advertisements and the tickets that went with it. Wow. Geez, he was good looking, wasn't he? When he made that. Absolutely at his peak. So this is, I'll see if I can find, I'll find it. There is this really, really erotic clip on YouTube of Elvis and that lady, what's her name? Susan Henny. And he's sort of sitting on a chair and she's sitting behind him and she's sort of snuggled up to him and she's tickling his neck and face with a feather and he's looking all happy and she's kissing his neck and it's the most beautiful. I'm really hoping it's on that DVD because I reckon everything is on the DVD. But I just, God, sexy. Love it, the real turn on. It was interesting about, they wanted him to wear his original gold suit. He refused to. He said, no, he hated that gold suit. So I think, well, he said, they'll make him another one that's easier to wear with the black trousers. great photos. That was just, yeah. I think the world has only just come to realise what Elvis is trying to tell the world. There's got to be a better life. There's got to be a better way of living. And unfortunately, he didn't live long enough to keep promoting that concept. I was reading, oh, and there was something on YouTube I was watching just tonight actually, and one of the YouTubers made up a little video of Elvis and Nixon, and she's transposed the face. She sort of changed it around to make Elvis president, and Nixon just somebody meeting him. What would it have been like? What would America have been like? What would the world have been like if Elvis had got to be president? We'll never know, unfortunately. Could have been a different place altogether. Anyway, that took a bit quicker than what I thought it was going to be. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it all made sense to you. I do tend to waffle when I got them here. But yeah, look, some really, really great, if you've got the, got the money, purchases. So the day-by-day book, fabulous. The life book, another good one. Estelle's book, so readable, so readable. Robert Cantwell's book, again, just fascinating. The side of Elvis. Elvis wanted to be his friend. I mean, we all know how Elvis is fascinated with the police work. And they said, you know, he always made a point of thanking the police after his performances for looking after him and making things safe for him. And Elvis invited Robert and some of the other Denver police to his concerts and their wives, you know, to his concert in Las Vegas. And yeah, Robert said he felt he was a real friend to Elvis, and it was very, very special to him. The Genuine Elvis, that's, as I say, an interesting little book. Photos and untold stories about the king by people that knew him. So, yeah, that's it. I've got more stuff coming in the mail, and what I want to do too is I want to do a video of the CDs I've got, just out of interest, because other people have different CDs, especially in other countries. It's amazing how things vary from country to country. And also the DVDs, one on the DVDs and one on the CDs. I'm just wondering whether I might wait for a couple of weeks though until I've gone to my girlfriend's, the girl who died, my friend's place, and picked up what her husband is going to let me have, or going to give to me and her daughter, of her collection of Elvis stuff. I don't know, I think there were books, probably. So Colleen and I'll sort out, you know, what's what. So I might have a much better collection in a couple of weeks' time of his movies and CDs and records. Who knows? Anyway, we'll see what happens. But I do have more coming in the mail. Good old Amazon. Bye for now.